2 years ago, Hamza reached out to me personally for me to coach his school to be the looks maxing teacher, which I think is a little bit ironic considering he has bashed looks maxing openly quite a bit. Now, Hamza, I'm not here to bash him today. We're just going to talk about what everyone else is talking about, but have a little bit of a spin on it. First of all, Hamza has inspired so many men across the world to level up, become the best versions of themselves, which is freaking awesome. But today we're talking more specifically about the downfall, how you can prevent these things, and just everything that Hamza has been up to in the past couple of years, more so recently. So without further ado, let's get it. I think out of everything, so you're going to see some Greg Doucette videos, like some really big YouTubers talking about this issue, but the number one thing that he has done is that he has been on TRT for years to build his physique, to build his audience, to build his business, everything.
Testosterone in
Damn. No fucking way, man.
February last year. I didn't mention it publicly because one, I didn't know what it was going to be like, if it was going to work. Even that being said, in the grand scheme of things, this is still far less than an actual steroid cycle.
Testosterone, you're 1500. You're on abusive doses. You're on steroids. Testosterone, that is not being dramatic. I'm on TRT, which is where you take your testosterone level to more like a caveman. LOL. TRT.
While lying about it. Roasting other people who took gear, saying that it's like an easy way out while being on it himself, man. Now, there's nothing wrong with specifically being on TRT if you were transparent about it. That's what is going to kill you more than anything, especially if you're trying to make a business, anything like that. The second you get caught lying, like, your career is over from that point, man, because you don't have any credibility. Like, if I'm on here, you guys are catching me in white lies, like, oh, Austin said that, and then he said this. Like, that doesn't add up. It's going to catch up, man. The lying is never ever smart. Things will always slip out. That's the first thing. I think that's a life lesson as well, man. Be very careful with the lies that you decide to tell because it could be your downfall. Hamza did something not a lot of other YouTubers did, and he actually broke one of the 48 laws of power. He was trying to make himself appear way too perfect. Like, he was doing the whole Adonis versus Jeffrey thing. Like, he was basically just making himself out to be Adonis. He's perfect. He's the Chad, everything like this. Whenever you put yourself too high on the pedestal, you can't have any mistakes. You're the best person ever. You're the god of everyone's life. That's never going to be good, man. Too much pride always comes before the downfall. I think what's crazy is him publicly bashing looks maxing while at the same time being on TRT to try to improve his looks. Whenever, my guy, like, literally, you could have done this naturally. You could have built your physique naturally. You could have shredded down to 8 to 12% body fat like you were naturally. You could have had a chiseled face. Instead, now we're getting the moon face coming in, man, because of the hormonal usage. Like, you could have done this completely naturally and maxed out your looks without doing all of this stuff, man. It makes no sense. That's why I hate looks maxers who hop on gear. I hate anyone under like the age of 40 hopping on gear. It makes no logical sense to me, man. Like, you can do so much with your body naturally. It is honestly just silly, and it's just so ironic how he's been bashing looks maxing this whole time while still doing this. I think a lot of his audience started turning on him, at least from my point of view, whenever he started shifting up his whole life ideology, his morals, everything. So one example is I was a very casual Hamza viewer back in the day, like years ago. I was trying to grow my channel. I looked up to Hamza, man. Like, I wanted to have a big channel like Hamza, and this was back in the day, and he would come out talking about traditionalism, like finding a feminine woman, and then he would get the feminine woman, and then he broke up with her to go be an F-boy and date Russian girls. Like, here's the thing. If you want to do that, that's fine. No one's judging you. But to act perfect whenever you're doing one thing and then act like you're still perfect doing the other thing, that's, I think, where people draw the line. Like, you should never be acting like you are perfect, you've got everything figured out. This is not going to end well. And another thing was, whenever he was promising to become a professional fighter, he's quitting all of the YouTube and stuff to follow his purpose. And then, like, the next thing is he ended up quitting that. But he did, I will say this, he ended up getting back into the fighting, which I think is pretty badass. But to quit that initially right after you said that you're going to do it, it's not the best move. But I think another great lesson from that is to keep your failures private. Once again, another 48 laws of power. Like, you never want to announce every single thing that you're doing until you've already done it. Like, if you want to, for example, be a professional fighter, it's not manifesting, it's not doing anything positive to speak it out loud. you don't want to say anything until it's already done, man. Because then it doesn't make you look flaky. It doesn't look like you're wishy-washy, which is going to ruin your credibility, especially whenever you're trying to build a personal brand, anything like this. Craziest thing about being on TRT in 2025 is that he could have been on something so simple like Aries Rage. I'm being 100% serious, man. Like, if you struggle with testosterone, this is everything scientifically proven to boost testosterone. I take it every single day, and I feel badass off of this, man. It's got Tanga Ali, Maca, Boron, oyster extract, pumpkin extract, zinc, everything scientifically proven to boost testosterone by over 37% while decreasing cortisol by 16% and decreasing estrogen by over 39%. This gets insane results for me and anyone who's taken it as well. And Titan Growth 2.0, the best height growth support supplement, because 92% of Americans are deficient in basic vitamins and minerals. Whenever you take this, though, it's going to optimize your overall health. So if you can grow taller, it'll help. But if not, it's still going to help you optimize your overall health, which is freaking awesome, man. And so many people who take it also get crazy results. And don't forget to join my school, Kalos VIP, the best school self-improvement. I've got over 10 hours of content, and we're still on the Archetype Masterclass. The next one's going to be the Light Triad, the Old Money Aesthetic, which I'm super hyped to get out for you guys. Link in the description to join right now. It's only $19, down from $55. Join before the price goes up. Recently, I think the worst things that are really just like bringing his reputation down is his relationship with his former friend, man. Like, they were best friends. They did everything together. They filmed together, and there's voice memos of him bashing his friend, like talking down to him, acting like he's better than him. And here's the thing, man, that's not what true masculinity is. He's preaching masculinity. That's not what masculinity is. Masculinity is building up other men, being positive, being the light, being the beacon. Like, you never bring down other men as a man. That's not the way to do this. And here's the thing, man, having a team, first of all, that is leaking things about you and starting drama, all of this, both sides of them, they're acting like girls, man. They're acting like schoolgirls. Like, as men, we're not supposed to have drama like this. You're not supposed to have a team out here exposing you like, oh, I've got this dirt, blah, blah, blah. Because that is just crazy, man. I think both parties are definitely doing this for attention, which is just kind of a feminine trait. And obviously, before we close out, we will talk about the scam accusations of Hamza. I'm going to be honest. I don't think anything he's done necessarily has been 100% a scam. He's promised programs, which he has delivered. He's promised really expensive, overpriced calls that people have also joined. I think that his pricing and that he's done is a little outrageous, but then he's also got this designer brand $3,000. At the same time, you can't necessarily judge, and he has provided everything. So I'm not going to zoom in on the scam accusations, but Hamza, if you do happen to be watching this, man, we all got love for you, man. People just want to see the best for you. At the end of the day, it just comes down to authenticity, being 100% transparent with your audience, with everybody, man. Like, there's no need to keep secrets, anything like that. That's why something like the TRT is such a big deal to everyone on YouTube, because people feel betrayed whenever they feel like they've been lied to. Nobody likes to feel like they've been lied to. But that's it, man. I want you to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I love you guys with all of my heart. Peace.